by Coach Dr. Prosper Ogo. The match officials for today, center referee Joseph Enima Kwao Kofi. He will be attended by Richard Mete and Ernest Asante. Fourth official is Dr. Osman.
It is Asante Kotoko versus Bechem United, day 27 of the Ghana Premier League. The race for the title is Kotoko with 46 points, top of the table, followed by Nations FC and Bibiani Gold Stars, who also are on 5 and 44 points respectively. A fixture most of the times favored Kotoko, especially when playing at home. 7 wins for Kotoko in their last 9 matches. Take a look at Kotoko's starting 11. Frederick, the goalkeeper, Justice Blaze, Samuel O'Neill, Patrick Asiedu, Betamwa, Baba Yaya comes in today for Emmanuel Anchi and Usintim Manu, Peter Akwa Amiru, Pami Opoku, the sensation striker, and also Daniel Ajete, Michael Sefa, all starting for this afternoon. Prosper Nato Ogum is the coach for the Porcupine Warriors, live here in Baba Nyara Sports Stadium. Now, here it's the starting for Bechem United, the visiting side. Dari Aziz Haruna, the Francis Sakwa, Rasco Abasa, London comes in, Dalvin Yaboa, Aban, Isaiah Nyako, and also Boat Regan, Yawa Champon, Peter Senso, Asabri, Kofi Tompo, who got the winning when Kotoko visited Bechem, and also Abdul Razak Al Hassan. Kwaku Danso is the coach for Kotoko. Remember, he is the that got defeated when Kotoko played against Bechem United in Kumasi in the 2021 season. That year, Kotoko league with the same manager, Prosper Nate Ogum. Bechem United would have the inspiration of not losing to Kotoko in their last 3 matches since October 29th, 2020. 2 draw games, a win for the Hunters in their meeting before today. A 27th minute strike by Kofi Tom made sure that Bechem United got all 3 points. That was on day 10. This is match day 27. Can Bechem United get that match day 10 performance in Bechem to shock Kotoko here at Kumasi? Or will Kotoko take advantage of their home dot to get yet another victory over their opponents today to be on their search for the title? My name is Vincent Fogo. I am your commentator this afternoon, and I am ably supported by Dangana Daniel.
Bechem United are winless soil against Kumasi Asante Kotoko since 2015, and Kotoko in their last 5 home games they are flawless. 5 out of 5 tells you in terms of current home score high flying. And Bechem United, proud to this game, their last 2 away games they haven't recorded a win, so it tells you that proud to the game in terms of head-to-head current form. Everything's the home side, especially Kumasi Asante Kotoko. In their last 5 games, you could see them playing with confidence, scoring, and they've conceded only 1 goal, and they've 9 goals in their last 5 home games. It tells you Kotoko proud to this game, having a perfect home record than anybody, especially in this venue. And let's see whether something promise.
Prosper Nate Ogum is the coach for Kotoko. He defeated Bechem in the 2020-2021 season 4-0 here in Kumasi. He has won the title with Kotoko before. And if asked about the experience of the title, you can get that from Prosper Nate Ogum. Kotoko is their captain, Frederick Asare. And of course, Kweku Danso, coach for Bechem United. This season, Bechem United have defeated Kotoko and Asa Folk, all in Bechem. Kofi Tompo, the Giant Slayer, is the man all the damage for Bechem United against the 2 top clubs in the Ghana top flight. Referee today is Kofi Joseph, ably assisted by Nate Richard Kweku, Akate Ernest. This promises to be a huge encounter for United. The subs will definitely have an impact to make for the Hunters this afternoon.
Both teams are having their best players on the field. Looking at Albert Amo 7-7, Kumasi Asante Kotoko also. Emmanuel Aban also with 7 goals. So it tells you these two playing with equal head-to-head in terms of top scorers. So let's see where these two players can step up and steal the show for their various teams. But let's not forget Kumasi Kotoko. They are just high-flying in terms of their home games. And Bechem United, they've won away game this season. It tells you they are not good travelers at all. But Fernando Basse is back. A lot of things from the bench.
When called upon, the substitutes definitely have an impact on the game. Fernando Bassi on the bench this afternoon. On the side of Bechem United, Louis Sapon, Christian Tona, and Michael Yabua all on the bench. The Porcupine Warriors are on the search for the title. A 3 points here will give Kotoko in the title race.
Time they played here, it was 1-1. Peter Amido Aqua scored and also gets to Okra. So let's see whether it's going to be a repeat of what happened season. But just like we mentioned, the last time they played, Bechem Kofi Tumpo scored that cracker of a goal. And his player he scored against Hasselfolk and also against Mediama, against Vision. These are all teams he's able to score against. This time, let's see whether he can do it back to back against Kumasi Kotoko.
All is set, and we are off in Kumasi. Kotoko gets starts going. A long one from Justice Blay. Asiedu. Pass intercepted. Bechem United in Kotoko's play. They are moving forward. Bechem United box. Justice Blay for Kotoko.
Bechem trying to unsettle Kotoko in the early stages. And you could see them playing with the understanding, getting passes into a dangerous area of Kotoko.
Kotoko gets the throw. Daniel Ajete. Mudefa. O'Neill to Asiedu. Back to Samba. A long one from Samba O'Neill. It's a poor pass. Bechem in control. Kotoko wins back possession. A good start for Kumasi Asante. Setting up their play. They prosper Nate Ogum style.
More or less a 5 when they are trying to attack. That's his blade sitting at the heart of defense, being the second phase of ball. Into Menu pushing forward into the half spaces in between the lines for the lights.
Good defensive work by Bechem United. Michael Sefa for Samba O'Neill. And Timenu for Kotoko. Albert Samoa. Justice Blay. A good interception by Bechem United. Francis Bechem United. A good, and he locates Emmanuel Aban, who has 7 goals this season. Looking dangerous for Kotoko. Good defensive work. Bechem in the pressure on Kotoko in the early stages.
Francis Akwa is adding a lot of offensive runs as a center back. He was locating Aban on the far left, and these combining very well for their way side. But Kotoko are disciplined look and defense, more or less a 4-5-1 sort of defensive setup, and it tells you they have to contain Bechem United pressure.
Your champion, David Asensua Sabri. Good play, United. They grow in the process. Emmanuel Aban not happy with the decision. Michael Seko. Good Konpamio Poku. Bechem United wins back possession. Justice Blay, the culprits here. Free kick to Bechem United.
Bechem are just delighted to watch, especially how they are playing with having the belief that they can match Kotoko out. But Kotoko are disciplined defense, looking at how they observe the game and contain the pressure of Bechem United. It's so good.
Samba O'Neill and Tim Menu. Kotoko playing beautifully here. And Tim Menu. Can Kotoko score from here? Patrick Asiedu. Lucas Kotoko. Doing everything possible to unsettle the visitors. A switch of play to the right. Bechem United cut offside.
Isaiah Nyakun offers a lot in the midfield, and also Kasa Mezela adding some wing play to his game. And Dalvin Yabu alongside Poe in midfield. They are making the center very thick for their way side.
Tifa. For Kotoko. Ball headed away by our champion. Samba O'Neill for Kotoko. It's a long one. Good control by Daniel Ajete. Justice Blay regains possession for Kotoko. The rate at Kotoko regains possession right after losing it this afternoon.
Of course, you must react to every second ball, especially when you are trying to take advantage.
Well, now here comes Kumasi Asante Kotoko. It says Nateo Gum is happy with what his boys are doing this afternoon. The introduction in the squad coming on for Emmanuel Entry is proving to be the best decision this afternoon.
Babaya is feeling jittery when he's under pressure, and as a classical creative player, you must be able to show that press resistance ability. But Babaya is a bit jittery under pressure, and Emmanuel Entry offer you more in terms of the ball than Babaya. But let's see.
A good delivery from Lajete, but the connection from Michael Silva is a poor one. Daniel Ajete scored for Kumasi Kotoko. Against Bechem Chelsea.
Let's say their last 3 home games scored 1-1 goal each. Against Basakes, 1-0 victory. Against Bechem Chelsea, it was 1-0.
Samba O'Neill for Kotoko. You look at the understanding between Intimenu, the link between the defense of Kotoko and the attack. Sefa Ajete push down. Kotoko free kick.
Coach Prosper Natogu is trying to exploit Sefa as a wing back. Also, Patrick Asedu, based on his attacking abilities, and so far, the center of the pitch is too thick for them to penetrate, and it's a plus for Bechem United so far.
This is Asiedu for Kotoko. Switches play. Aziz Dari. A header champion to his goalkeeper. Bechem United have seen lots of goalkeepers. Abdullah Idris. Now Aziz Dari, safest pair for the Hunters.
Aziz Dari, no wonder he's part of the best goalkeepers in the league so far. Putting clean sheets. He's playing his 4th season, so understanding is something so great. Consistency. Aziz Dari.
A long one from Justice Blay, trying to locate Kwame Opoku, but he's being crowded out. Francis Akwa. Bechem United not able to contain the ball. 4 minutes. Kotoko on the move. This is Ajete. A long strike. Albert Amua. This would have been a belt of a strike. Amua love scoring for Kotoko.
He's been on the goal drought for the past 2-3 months, and we'll be hoping to redeem him by coming back onto the score sheet. The 7 goals he scored. It's been a while, and Albert would love to find the back of the net one more time. Passive move from Kotoko.
It was a good heart. Aziz Dari, the goalkeeper. No problem for Bechem United. Francis Akwa on the move. Akwa gets the free kick.
In 13 away games, Bechem United have won only 2. They drew 4 them. 9 goals scored. In their last 13 away games, they've considered 72. They are not on a good run on the road, Bechem United.
Now Albert Amua for Kotoko. This is Ajete. Can he put in the cross? He's been shielded by Francis Akwa. He managed to put in the cross, but goalkeeper comes to the rescue for Bechem United. Kotoko pressing Bechem United up front. Good dribble by Moa, putting that cross. In the early stages of the first half, it is all Kotoko at the moment. A good pass to Kwame Opoku. A great opportunity for Kotoko. But danger averted.
Bechem be a bit compact in defense because Kotoko are picking into the game. And the center backs must stay alert to every run of Kotoko player.
Kweku dance coach of Bechem United. Now here comes Aban. Emmanuel, a silky attacker for Bechem United. 7 goals in 23 matches. 3 MVPs once a season. What a gem for the Hunters.
It's just a gem. Very tricky to handle. In terms of quality, 1v1 is, and no wonder he's having 7 goals. He scored Ice of Carolina Nations, Accra Lions, had got 2 goals. He scored against Medium too, so he loves scoring against big, and it's just exceptional to watch this afternoon.
We've not seen much of Kofi Tompo in the game. You look at the defensive solidity of Kotoko. Samba making sure that Kofi Tompo is at bay at the moment. Corner. Corner to be retaken. Emmanuel Aban behind the corner for Bechem United. Long one in. Frederick Asare got his hand to the ball. Quarter of an hour gone here in Kumasi. Kotoko 0, Bechem United 0.
Bechem are looking lively from the set pieces. But the fact of the matter is that Frederick is one of the best aerial dominant goalkeeper in our league. A bit of technique to score from such movement.
Francis Akwa to take the corner for Bechem United. Once again, instructions are to be issued to the players. Rasco Abasta London to the starting lineup to replace Charles Owusu. A poor corner from Bechem United. Frederick Asari quickly gets caught in. Good control. The Hunters on the move. Yawa champion for Bechem United. Francis Aqua. Dalvin. Sambo O'Neill is a rock for Kotoko. Baba Yaya wins the ball. Here comes Albert Samoa. Tuku. Good play from Kotoko. But good awareness from Bechem United's defense.
Of course, they must stay away because despite Konopoku not having that upper body strength enough to hold up to defenders of Bechem United, of running to half spaces is very dangerous.
Isaiah Nyako not able to deal with Patrick Kasiedu on the left side. Asiedu so far has come up on top of the battle between him and Isaiah Nyako.
Isaiah against Nations FC. But this afternoon he's more or less a winger than a midfielder. So the best of his qualities not seen. And he's lacking his midfield partner in Francis Cheney. But he is one of the top quality players within Bechem United you can get.
Francis Cheney not in the squad this afternoon for Bechem United. As a result of an this is in team menu. Samba O'Neill play. Samba O'Neill capabilities, how he reads the game, control the back line is top notch.
Bechem United defending him 4-1, and it's allowing the defenders of Kotoko to have access to the ball, always progressing to the central areas.
Good pass from Ntim O'Neill. Free kick to
the last time Bechem United played over here, Amidu Akwa wasn't. And this time, he's in to prove his worth. The season has been scrappy for the 18-year-old guy. This season he was the main man for Kotoko. Peter Amidu Akwa.
Prosper Nate Ogum. Looking forward for his boys to execute tactical instructions given ahead of this game. Now free kick for Kotoko. Can this be the first goal? Good one. Goalkeeping of a fantastic standard. Aziz Dari, it was a goal bound, but goalkeeper Aziz Dari made sure that Bechem United are still.
That was a brilliant strike from Ajete, but then ask why he's keeping the most clean sheet. Aziz Dari. Up to
the corner is Francis Akwa heads away. The way Bechem United absorbs the pressure from Kotoko and look to counter Kumasi Asante Kotoko is to be a worry for Prosper Nateogum.
Of course, both teams are tactically disciplined. Bechem trying to contain the pressure, whereas Kotoko also trying to maintain the momentum when they lose the ball. A plus for both teams.
Alvin Yabua gets the free kick for Bechem United. When you are up against Yabua, Kofi Tompo, and Emmanuel Alban, you need to stay alert. Good one from Yawa Champon.
Dalvin with 4 goals, complementing Emmanuel Alban in attack for Bechem United.
This was the free kick. That's nearly the scoreline. Good goalkeeping from Aziz Dari.
The technique from Adran Ajite was so great. Aziz Dari was to give sanity.
You want to clear the ball for Bechem United. Samba O'Neil. Manu not able to get the ball. Kotoko through Michael Sefa. Albert Amoa drifts into the middle, loses, wins back possession. Good play from Albert. Out to Daniel Ajete. Was a poor one.
Miscommunication between these two players. But the rate at which one, the ball just immediately after losing it, tells you he's really to let something happen. But allowing Kompoku alone to can give a lot of presence from the pressing perspective.
Free kick to Bechem United. Boat Reagan. Anytime Kotoko surges forward, it becomes the Hunters. But the way Bechem absorbs the pressure from Kotoko is in a very good way.
Reagan Boat. He scored a brace against Bechem Chelsea. And these are all personnel that can cause trouble to Kotoko defense.
A long one into the box. Into the safe hands of Frederick Asari. This is the ball. But Bechem United come here. Back straight into Samba O'Neil. Isaiah Nyako. This player is a dangerous player for Bechem United.
Of course, Isaiah is 14. United, and you can see Wenger, he's playing with ease to watch Isaiah Nyako.
Now here is Bechem United. Good goalkeeping from Frederick Asari. That is why he is the captain. You just look at Kweku Danso. Why did that not score?
Kofi Tumpo should have done better, especially within that scene. But Frederick Asari came to give some pressure. And at that point, perhaps, it limited the decision making. That was a good intervention from Frederick Asari.
The two goalkeepers of the day living up to their name. Aziz for Bechem United with that save from the free kick of Daniel Ajete and Frederick Asari from Kofu.
He's a bit passionate in this game. Kofi Tumpo. And he just wasted his chance of the game for Bechem United.
Good play from Kotoko. Here is Justice Blay. Asiedu Patrick puts in the cross. A miscommunication on the back for Bechem United. But they've been able to deal with that. Both teams getting the clearest of all is Kofi Tumpo's missed chance.
They've scored only 2 goals. They've conceded 7. But they're making things tough for Kotoko this afternoon.
Isaiah Nyako surging forward for Bechem United. Puts in there for Emmanuel Aban. But it was Aban not able to get to that ball.
The threat from Isaiah is so good. And he's giving statement performance because he's been with this team for the past 4 years. And he's been consistent.
Albert. Now this is Kwame Opoku. Can this be? Kwame Opoku lacking options. A good strike, but a good goalkeeping. Baba Yaya. Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Kwame Opoku. Laid on the pass to Baba Yaya. Batari. Safest pair of hands for Bechem United. Easy catch.
Of course, the rate at which Bechem Tabaks regrouped to crowd Kwame was good.
Here comes Kofi Tom, Bechem United, putting that pass. Dalvin Yabua cut offside.
Dalvin Yabua playing against Justice Blake, who always drop to back up with Sambo Nell. It's so great. And he's intamed offensively for Bechem United. Don't forget in week 26, a 0 away win. 6 home wins, draws. That pass from Yabua was cut offside. He's having a game to play again in Dongani Sambona. And a trade back from Prosper Togun whenever got back is so detective. Play a lone pivot, or let me say lone play up front. Person struggle to cope with the overload against the opponent, and that is what Dalvin is encountering. 3 versus 1 always, whenever they are progressing the ball.
The first official match between the two was played on 20 October 2011 on match day 3 in the 2012 season, when Bechem United hosted at the same venue when they adopted Kumasi as their home ground because Nana Fosujiabo Park was under construction. Bechem United lost 3-2. In the 2013-2014 season, Bechem United recorded a 1-0 victory over Kotoko. In the return fixture, Kotoko won 2-1. In the 2014-2015 season, Kotoko won against Bechem United 3-1 away and 2-1 victory at home. So when it comes to beating Bechem United, especially in Kumasi, Kotoko knows that.
Of course, perfect. Favoring the home team, and just like we mentioned, since 20, Bechem United are yet to win a game away to Kotoko.
David Asenso Sabre brought down by Justice Blay. Free kick to Bechem United, quickly taken. Here comes Tompo.
In terms of technique, you can see that running through the midfield of Bechem. And Justice Blay and Menu are using physicality to that. But Bechem are having a very good midfield. Tally with Tompo. And whenever Azai pin to midfield, it has a lot of options.
You watch Champon with the header. Baba Yaya. Baba's pass is a poor one. Emmanuel Aban for Bechem United. Good interception by Patrick Asiedu. Now Kotoko moving forward. Look at see if the switch of play from Kotoko is not working. Albert Amwa trying to locate Peter Aqua Amidu. David Asenso. Emmanuel Aban.
Atiabua alongside Emmanuel Aban should find a way to understand their action, how to time their runs, and be precise. The connection offensive is not working for their wayside.
We've done 34 minutes so far. It is still caught. 0 Bechem United. 0 Peter Amidu Aqua for Kotoko. Ntimenu. Babayaya. Doing all things right at the moment. They lack that connection.
Bechem United are just disciplined at the back line. They offer 1-4-1 or more or less a 4-4-2 when the ball is deep in their half. Limit space for Kotoko to use. And all the duties now on the likes of Babayaya to add creativity from the center, and also Patrick Asiedu offering that trans the wide.
On the chase is Isaiah Nyak for Bechem United. Isaiah against Samba. Isaiah goes back to Boat. A good pass to Francis Aqua. From Isaiah. Still Isaiah. Kotoko deals with that. On the run is Albert Amoa. Good play from. Runs the ball. Through.
The former Great Olympics player enjoys playing as center forward than a winger. Though he can offer that profile back. It's a bit scrappy operating from the right side of attack.
Francis Aqua. He locates Emmanuel Aban. Now Kotoko. Blay. Peter Amidu Aqua to Patrick. Good football from Kotoko. Kwame Opoku, lonely figure up front for Kotoko. Not getting the supplies he would have wanted. Kasiedu. Ball headed away by Yawacham. Oh yes, Samba. In the process, gets a free kick. Samba O'Neill this season have been solid and fantastic for Kotoko.
He's been consistent. And their last game against Bechem Chelsea at home, he won the MVP. No wonder.
The passes into the box is not helping Kotoko. Aziz Dari, all the balls.
You know, when you're playing this team, all the time the winger is supposed to occupy the half spaces for the wing backs to advance and attack the wide areas, but templates from Kotoko so far. And Kwame lone man up front is not getting the spaces enough to pounce on. So Albert Samuel Amidu Akwa should occupy the house spaces to Sapoku, dealing with the back line of Bechem United.
Here comes Koto again through Amidu Akwa. Still danger looming for Bechem United. Baba Yaya. Kotoko appeals for a penalty. Not the introduction of Baba Yaya. Peter Amidu Akwa is just to create that creative spark supplies for Kwame Opoku in that this afternoon for Kotoko.
Of course, that creativity to be able to shorten the opponent is not there for Kotoko.
Dalvin and Kofi Tompo have been the two men up front for Bechem United. The interception of Michael Stefa, that would have done ball for Kotoko. Kofi Tompo, David Asenso. Asenso never troubling Frederick Asare.
Kofi Tumpo has been off. He's not providing that fear factor in midfield. Initially, Francis Akwa was acting as a pro figure from the back line. Also, our champion dealing with every moment, matching it good for good against Kwame Opoku.
This was the strike from David Asenso Sabre. So far, Kotoko doing things right. All things wrong. Peter Amidu Akwa loses the ball. Isaiah for Bechem United. Good one to Ebenezer Emmanuel Aban. Here comes Iban. Good save from Frederick Asare.
Emmanuel Aban is just a deadly player when he's having, and when you allow him to cut into the favorite right foot, he's going to cause a lot of troubles. And just watch this so far from the left side, cutting into the favorable position.
Corner kick. Emmanuel line the ball. Whips in the cross. Infringement for Kotoko. Bechem United doing the defensive work whenever Kotoko surging forward. Whenever Bechem United gets their own chances and are surging forward, they are dangerous, especially with Isaiah Nyako, Dalvin Yeboah, Emmanuel Aban. Kotoko with Albert. Peter Amidu Akwa for Kotoko. Kwame Opoku not able to get to that good control in team, but loses possession in the process. Bechem United still on the move. Isaiah, very tricky player. Good play from Kotoko. This is Albert Samoa. Albert keeps the ball in play. Team United players not meant with the decision.
The tempo of the hasn't been bad at all. Both teams showing their qualities. Beautiful game so far we've witnessed. Both teams trying to their movement. Jumanola Banazaya Nyako, Aisha Kofi Tumpo all trying to find their ways through. Dayon, an elbow, and of course, booked.
Bechem United have been a worthy of opponent to Kotoko this afternoon. Breaking back of Kotoko. Boat Regan, yellow card. Able to keep Kotoko at bay, South. Prosper Nate Ogum won the trophy in the 2020-2021 season. In the process, defeated Bechem United 4-0. Kotoko in the process of going for another title. Here they are, 3 more minutes for the end of the first half. Kotoko have a free kick. Can this be the first goal? Ajete corner.
Ajete is now implementing the effort of Patrick Asedu in terms of taking the set pieces. He's been promising so far.
Daniel Ajete for Kotoko. Kofi Tompo with the header away. Talvin Yabwa. Good challenge from just Patrick Asiedu. Wins the free result of the tackle from David Asenswa Sabre.
Bechem lost their last away game against Dreams. That game, they suffered a defeat against Karela in Tamale. Though Emmanuel Laban scored, but it wasn't enough. So back-to-back away defeat prior to this game, and good to watch.
Albert Samoa and Peter Amidu Aqua have changed positions, still not working for Kotoko. Aban for Bechem United. Drops to Kofi Tompu. Good save from Frederick Asare.
Looking at how vulnerable Kotoko are when they win back possession, Frederick must just be cautious to always clear the lines. And he's doing that over the wall.
Patrick Asiedu decides to try his luck from that long range.
He scored such a Legon Cities and was trying the same option. Patrick. Looking at how he just filled in very well at the right back position. I'm sure Lord Amo is having a competition to face when he bounces back.
The first half is giving us fantastic football, end-to-end stuff. Equal opportunities. Kotoko failing to score numerous opportunities. Bechem United, with their little opportunities they've gotten, the clearer one also imposed one-on-one with Freddy Kansari. And that ends the first half here in Kumasi. Good football from both sides. Kumasi Asante Kotoko 0, Bechem United 0 in the Prosper Nate Ogum would like to give tactical instructions to his boys to come back and find the net in the second half. So as Kweku Danso. What a game we've had in the first. More to come in the second half. You are champion with a 10. Prosper Nate Ogum, the coach for Kotoko. I presume the halftime team talk would be about finding the back of the net. It should be clinical up front.
Of course, both teams need to score. They are playing very good football. But defensively, they are marking each other out.
Free kick to Kotoko. Justice Blay. Michael Sefa. Back to Sefa. Now here is Blay. Asiedu into the box of Bechem United. But it's been dealt with Team Menu for Kotoko. Good 10 from Patrick Asiedu. Samba plays a long one.
Francis Akwa just a very good player at the back for Bechem United. He offers safety when he's having the ball.
The pass from Kofi Tompo was heading for Isaiah, only for that interception from Patrick Asiedu. Stages of the second half. Yawa Champ. Bechem United on the move. Kofi Tompo. Team Menu with a tackle on Emmanuel Aban. In the process, receives a yellow card.
In Team Menu, that was nasty. No wonder he wanted to clear his mess after losing that ball. He just must be cautious because today, so you can see Justice Blay offering aggression. And also in Team Menu.
And using Team Menu receives the yellow card. Boat Reagan to Emmanuel Aban. Now here's Francis Aqua for Bechem United. Aqua. Still Francis Aqua. Goal kick. Kweku Danso in disbelief. Kotoko. Here is Baba Yaya. Blay with a pass to Menu. Kotoko lacking ideas up front in the early stages of the second half.
They must improve their decision making up front. Kumasi Asante Kotoko. But standout performance from Francis Aqua.
Aziz Dari has been there at the back for Bechem United, helping his team with good saves and that leadership skills. Good pass from Team Menu. Here comes Peter Amidu Aqua. Patrick Asiedu for Kotoko. Now, Blay. Daniel Ajete. No problem for Kotoko when it comes to building from the back. Samba O'Neil. Justice Blade to Patrick Asiedu. He puts in Baba Yaya. Good defensive cover by David Asenso Asabre.
Bechem United are really good in defense. Standing to every test of Kotoko's attacking transition.
Bechem United have in their ranks Augustina Frani Mensah, Charles Owusu, Baba Moro Abdullahi, all on the bench. If they need arises. Now, here comes Isaiah Nyako. Still, Isaiah in the box for Bechem United. Isaiah
for Bechem United. And he's really a good player. Very tricky.
Baba Yaya Spark being appreciated by Kamara Mohammed.
In team menu to be creative because
front. The free kick is taken quickly. A poor delivery from Kwame Opoku.
Kotoko with 4 clean sheets in their last 5 away home games rather. And the only game they considered was against Vision, but they won by 4-1.
Here comes Bechem United. Isaiah Nyako. Across into the box. Miscommunication between Samba O'Neil and Frederick Asare. But the Congolese defender dealt it with it. Bechem United piling the pressure on Kotoko. They have a corner. Good goal from Bechem United. Dalvin Yabua opens the scoring here. Look at this of the
Asante Kotoko. And this young man is the hero at the moment.
Dalvin Yabua from the resulting corner gets his head to the ball. And of course, it beats Frederick Asare. Bechem United are up against Kotoko.
And for the first time in 3 games, Kotoko have considered the first goal. Now can they bounce back?
You look at the performance of Bechem United right from the first half and in the early stages of the second half. Definitely go from the corner is well deserved.
Of course, and when you